A warrior can only fight so long as his stomach is full. Keep an eye on the state of your grain supplies. The more you have, the larger the army you can support. But if you run out, your warriors will desert you to tend to their families. Bronze. We use it to fight. Our helots use it to harvest our food. Without it, we'll be waging war with sticks and stones like the barbarians in the hills. You will need every scrap available to build offensive units for the battle to come. Build a forge to begin smelting bronze. Good work. Keep the bronze in steady supply. You won't last long using slings against Xerxes' armies. Lumberyards provide you with fuel for fire and warmth, and timber for your chariots, carts, and defensive units. Build a lumberyard to begin stockpiling timber. Know that all of your forges, farms, and lumberyards can be upgraded to increase your city's resource production. Remember, a wealthy city is a strong city. Should you run out of resources, you will be at the mercy of your enemies. Have your people no swordsmen, Archon? I ask for warriors, and the gods send me wine merchants and goat herds. Very well. On the Isle of Rhodes you will find some of the finest swordsmen outside of Sparta. Sign an agreement with them that you may begin training your peasants to handle a blade. Most agreements can be updated for better terms and conditions, though your new friends will charge you for the privilege. It is well worth the expense, Archon. Your warriors will thank you next time they face the enemy. Your efforts have presented your signature to the foreign delegation. The pact between your two cities is now binding. View your agreement reports often for news of recently signed or updated agreements. You may tire of their debates, but each of your ephors was once a great warrior or statesman. You will not rule long without their aid. While this agreement was a simple matter, most others will require them to spend time drafting articles of agreement before you may sign. Visit your city daily to speed their work. Your light infantry shall need somewhere to live and train, Archon. Build the infantry camp, and we can begin training your first swordsman. Look well, for this is where real warriors are made. Make them fight for every meal. Let them sleep on the cold ground, bloodied and bruised after long days of training. We begin at the age of 8 in Sparta, Archon. I'd say your men have some catching up to do. Time to train your first offensive light infantry units, Archon. While lightly armed and less disciplined than heavy infantry, your swordsmen can be trained quickly and for little cost. You will find them most effective in large numbers. Remember, Archon, your swordsmen and other offensive units are not to be used for defending your city or any occupied territories. These men have been trained to meet the enemy on the field, and will be needlessly slaughtered if left unprotected. Archon, my scouts report a detachment of Persian forces near your city. I have sent some of my warriors to help guard your borders until you can stand on your own legs.